So in this particular case, Ignacio is doing his best to emulate the area lights, but the shadows are ugly. This is the limits of today's computer graphics. Now we could fake a lot of stuff. We could fake a lot of stuff by arting it up and cause you to not look at it. But in the final analysis, this is what the limits of today's computer graphics is. Now, Ignacio, let's turn RTX on. So let's take a look at RTX on. Look what happens. The refraction of the glass globe there is just incredible. And look at this, the little caustics on the ground. The area lights cast a soft shadow. The umbra and the penumbra, notice of the graphics card. The shadow of the chrome ball looks right. Now there's reflection of the glass box in the RTX, Quadro RTX. You see Quadro RTX from that sphere, and you see the reflection of the chrome ball with a little bit of rough surface to give you a sense of material. Everything just kind of looks right. Even the glass is casting a shadow. Even the glass is casting a shadow. Hey, let's go back to the last one again. Ay. Yeah, I know. Now, of course, we got to add a whole bunch of paint and a whole bunch of stuff to make it look right, or we could do it this way. RTX on. And there was a gasp in the audience. But this could possibly be a photograph, right? Nacho, show me what you got. Oh, come on. Okay. Pretty incredible. Oh, you had to turn on a spotlight on top of that. Everything just works. Everything just works. Look, glass reflects and refracts and magnifies just like it's supposed to. And you just have to turn it on. And so the benefit of RTX is just turn it on. Thank you. Good job. And so now I'm going to show you something. We're going to turn it all together. We're going to put it all in. We're going to put it all together. And it's going to be a demonstration that we created recently. To highlight the power of NVIDIA RTX, this mixed mode rendering, unifying rasterization, ray tracing, compute, and artificial intelligence. And what you're about to see is completely in real time. Everything you're about to see is completely in real time. It's kind of hard to grok because it's going to be so beautiful, but it's completely in real time. You're going to see beautiful reflections. You're going to see inter-reflections, reflections of reflections, and it's all going to be dynamic. You're going to see beautiful lighting. You're going to see area lights. You're going to see beautiful ambient occlusion. You're going to see beautiful physically modeled materials. So things that look like metal looks like metal. Things that look like things look like things. That's very technical. And that's how I talk to the engineers. Guys, we got to make things that are things look like things. And they go, I know what you want, boss. And so what's in here is just really a miracle. And it's running on one Turing GPU. It's running on one Turing GPU. Ladies and gentlemen, the name of our demo is called Sol, S-O-L. What do you guys think? The NVIDIA RTX running on top of a Turing GPU. Hybrid rendering, real-time ray tracing for the very first time. That's the first part. Deep learning is the single most powerful computer technology that has come onto the scene in the last 30 years. Deep learning is a field of machine learning where using a large amount of data, you could train a supremely large neural network how to do things. You train these neural networks with all of this massive amounts of data, which is otherwise examples, on supercomputers. And this is the reason why voice recognition, natural language understanding, photo tagging, image recognition, all of these amazing feats of software are now finally possible. It is the reason why self-driving cars is even within reason to fathom. Deep learning is changing one industry after another. And people consider this the fourth industrial revolution. It is going to enable AI and computers to write software by itself, to basically run on a supercomputer, to write software by itself. At NVIDIA, we're doing all kinds of research around deep learning. We have a gigantic supercomputer that all of our researchers use to develop software. Now, some of the things that are, I'm showing you some examples here. These are some of my favorites, but there's so many. For example, you could teach a neural network how to colorize by just showing this neural network examples of, this is a black and white, this is how you colorize it, this is black and white, this is how you colorize it. It eventually learned what the pattern is, and you can give it a black and white image, and it colorizes it. You could teach a network how to take a low-resolution image and make it higher resolution. Because you and I could look at this image and say to ourselves, you know what? I bet I know what pixel each one of those pixels are. And so you could use a low-resolution image input and eventually get an output of a high-resolution image by going the other way, which is starting with a high-resolution image and give this neural network the opportunity to generate that, and whenever it's wrong, you correct it using this thing called stochastic gradient descent and backpropagation. And so you literally correct it, and it tries to guess and guess and guess, and it corrects itself until one day it's able to figure out what pixels to generate. You could teach it how to take a cartoon and turn it into live video. This is a piece of work that we did in NVIDIA research. Okay, we simply taught it how to do that. Pretty amazing, right? We could teach it to take a low-resolution CT scan and not only increase the resolution of it, but also segment it, figure out what organ is what from that blurry blue image. Okay, you watch this. We taught it how to segment, how to identify which organ is what, and put a different color around it. Pretty amazing. This is going to revolutionize medical imaging. We have a platform called Clara. It has the ability, you could teach it how to go find identical twins. Come on, you guys, that was funny. This is what we taught it to do. Change the color of the hair. All in real time. Previously, you would have to find identical twins to do that. Much harder. Now you could do it with an artificial intelligence network. You could take a sketch and turn it into 3D. So you take this neural network, you give it a whole bunch of examples, you tell it what is the input,